When it comes to sports in Lorain, your station to watch is TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Good evening and welcome to Lorain High School. It's boys basketball LEL style, and what a matchup we have. Jay Ferguson, Bob Braskich here, and Buzz, this is as big as it gets.
Well, these are the two powers of the LEL, you know, recent and past, really.
Probably the past 6 conference championships.
Yep.
Gone through Cleveland Heights and Lorain. Certainly both are well thought of in Northeast Ohio.
Well, you're right. Lorain High is ranked number 10 on Cleveland.com, Cleveland Heights 13.
And Cleveland Heights on their 4th coach in 4 years. They seem to have found one to stick with. That was E.J. Farmer, number 4, who had the tip and had it knocked away. Number 1, Gavin Clark. Number 3, Christian Dillard. 12, Jerron Harden. And 21, Jalen Davis start in brown and yellow for Cleveland Heights. The Titans have 3, Devontae Jackson on the ball. 24, Seth Wilson also down low. He has the rebound. 20, Jameer Billings. 5, Deontay Benejan, and 0, Aaron Whitehead. Oh, Wilson off, and back comes Heights. This is what to expect tonight for 32 minutes, down and back. Clark, I believe Clark played his ball last year at Euclid.
Not a lot of size out there for Lorain High. Yeah. Either team, really. Cleveland Heights more.
Wilson in the passing lane with a steal. They'll time things up. I don't know if they're going to call that a basketball play or not, but I guess they're going to call it a foul on the floor.
On the floor. It was before the shot. But
21,
right.
Jalen Davis.
Not a lot of size. We don't have numbers for Cleveland Heights, but I don't see anybody out there taller than 6'4".
21 is probably 6'5", 6'6". He looks to be the tallest guy on the floor, and it's by a lot. And that's Jalen Davis who has the foul. Wilson, Whitehead, Benejan, 17-footer from the foul line. No, Whitehead with the board. Farmer trapped him, gets it out. Billings will throw 3, no.
Seth.
Wilson had it picked.
Wow.
By Clark, and Clark will come back 2-on-2 all the way to the hole, up and in. Gavin Clark with the first 2, and it's Cleveland Heights 2-0. 6:24 to go, first quarter.
Jay, that was a transition basket, but Lorain High did a pretty good job in the first 2 opportunities they're getting back.
Right.
They did.
And that's been an issue at times. Billings again from the corner. No, Wilson. Up, in, and fouled.
Well,
I believe.
Jay, you've seen Lorain High more than I have. How has Seth been doing since he's been back from that shoulder?
Well, you can tell his wind still isn't there. One of the things that I have noticed in the last couple games, and that's been another spot, is he hasn't been sure thing from the foul line. He's got 3, though, 3-2 Lorain, is he has recognized the need to rebound and pulled 13 down in his most extensive action Monday night against Elyria. Ooh, there was over and back.
Yep.
Jumped from the front court to the back court and caught the ball.
It was almost like a little diamond pressure.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
They're not just playing man and trapping if they've got a short trap.
They do both. This is Whitehead. Double stagger screen. Benejan. This is where it breaks down a lot as he throws that in. But they're most effective when the ball moves. Now they'll match up. 5-2 Lorain.
Oh, you can't reach on that young man, number 3.
Davis. Benejan from the elbow, long. And it's going to be a run out if they hurry. 3-on-2. All the way to the hole. You got a little bit more resistance than that.
It's too easy.
Gavin Clark, he didn't meet anyone till he got to the block.
Exactly. You get back to the paint and then move out. You have to stop ball. I am happy to see much more picking situations in our offense than I've seen in the past.
Devontae Jackson, baseline, up in.
Oh, wow. Nice.
He's been the biggest positive surprise for the Titans early, I think.
And just a junior.
Does a lot of things. This is E.J. Farmer. There's Jackson, takes it away. Whitehead down the lane, over the front and in. A little wax with 2, and it's 9-6 Lorain. I would think the advantage in Lorain would be above the foul lines at each end. And that's the, missed the dunk and then hung on the rim.
Jay.
And then an unforced error thrown. John Rossitano calling for a technical on the chin up. I mean, the rule says if you're trying to protect yourself.
I saw that cost Cleveland Central Catholic a state championship, Jay.
I did
just that.
I did
right
too.
There. No more than that, no less than that. Just that.
Yeah. Cost Cleveland Heights a basket. The man-to-man offense. This is Dillard down the lane. Kick out. 3 ball off the bench, number 10, Davon Smith-Jackson. And we're tied at 9. Wilson bowls his way to the basket. It's going to get called for the
no! Come on now.
Offensive foul on Seth Wilson.
Wow, I just don't think the defender was set, Jay. Was watching it.
Well, you know what? I didn't have a good angle to see if he had, the case book says shoulder to the letters is offensive foul. First substitute for Lorain, Aiden Brown, 23, into the lineup for Devontae Jackson.
Well, that gives us some size. Aiden's about 6'5".
Down the lane, Clark, early with 6.
Their baskets have been too easy.
Yep. Gavin Clark with 6. Cleveland Heights with the last 5 takes the lead. Whitehead, they're going to trap the pick, it looks like, the high screen, which means we got to pass the ball. Back to Whitehead, 3 ball from the top, no. Wilson to the glass, but pulled down by Davis.
A lost shoe.
And that's Seth Wilson without a shoe.
Playing without one.
3 ball, Farmer, nothing. But Davis is back to get it, and then Whitehead got whacked.
Yes.
That's going to let Wilson get his equipment back on. Foul is on Gavin Clark.
Jay, I've watched, and again, we've only watched for less than a quarter, but I've watched the rotation off the ball by the Cleveland Heights defense. It's pretty good.
Well,
it really is.
Cleveland Heights is on their 4th head coach in 4 years. They went and got an alum this time. It's J.R. Bremer, who played on a state title team here.
I remember with Capoletti.
And then played 4 years at St. Bonaventure and played some time in the NBA, including a stint with the Cavs.
That's right. Wow, good call.
Jameer Billings. Titans with 5 on the board. We're tied at 11.
We playing a little zone here, Jay?
I don't think.
No, we're not.
2:13 to go, tied at 11. Gavin Clark, there's going to come some time. That's it, and that's what we need to see is the auxiliary rebounders. That was Benejan all the way down. Billings, one more. Whitehead from the S in Titans. Aiden Brown went for it, but E.J. Farmer pulled it in. Maybe didn't need that one. Whitehead gets a wraparound hand on it. Clark all the way to the lane, lays it up with the left.
Really good at attacking the basket.
Gavin Clark has 8 of 13.
Wow.
Wilson traveled before the shot. He stutter stepped. I don't think he expected the pass. And the shot went in, but not necessarily the shot you want off no passes anyway.
Seth is an honest 6'3", Jay Wilson?
Yeah, maybe a touch more.
He just stood next to number 10, Johnson, for them and was giving up at least 2 inches.
Yeah, Johnson's bigger than Brown.
Yeah.
Farmer, I would say, is as big as Brown. There's the pick and the roll and the That is Smith Johnson, who's come in with a 3 and a 2, 5 points off the bench.
When the dribbler comes off the baseline, that's almost impossible to defend with 2 players.
Right.
It's almost impossible.
Wilson just hit one from there, so he tries it again and throws it in. 6 for Seth. 15-14 Heights with a minute to go.
Good game.
Very back and forth. Got to make Cleveland Heights play longer stretches at this end.
Yeah, you have to make them attack your right. Attack the heart of the defense.
Wilson reaches in, takes it away. Aiden Brown down the middle, up and dunks it. Send it home, Aiden. 16-15 Lorain on a Wilson steal.
Wow. 34 seconds.
Gavin Clark with the ball and 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to try to hold it. Down to 14. Down to 8.
Brown with the rebound, 5 seconds to go. Wilson,
you got time.
Benajan, up and in, and foul! Seth was ready to shoot that.
Yeah, that's with 0.6 seconds left in the first quarter. Nice.
E.J. Farmer with the foul.
Good sub, taking Seth out. He's played the whole quarter.
And he's also got a foul.
Yeah, good sub.
Let him get an extra minute. Benajan to the line, 4 looking for 5. That's been the biggest thing with Seth, is when will he get his game legs back? And he's had some practices. He played 3 games in 4 days, 3-quarter court. Short. We've played 1 in Lorain. Titans 19, Heights 15. Back with more after this timeout.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Back here for the second quarter. Settle down and strap in for a wild one. 19-15 Lorain on an 8-0 run after Cleveland Heights was up 15-11. Aaron Whitehead 0 with the ball, being guarded by Christian Dillard. This is Seth Wilson. Jameer Billings back to Wilson. Puts it on the ground, knifes in, up but fouled. Seth will go to the line.
Wow, he really attacked the entire defense, saw a small crease and got to the rim.
31, Greg Pitts just off the bench for Cleveland Heights with the foul.
That's a pretty sweet-looking shot.
Well, he struggled from the line. He struggled from the line in the first 3 games.
I see him work out from time to time. He works out in Westlake. And
yeah, that one was bad.
He really works at it.
Yeah. Lob. Nothing there for Smith Johnson. Brings it back out, puts it up. Wilson goes and gets his 4th rebound. Benajan in the corner. Back out to Jackson, Wilson, Billings, Whitehead. Whitehead against Farmer. Size disadvantage.
Reverse it.
You got a back cut. You can't. Back to Whitehead. He's got a look now. 3 ball. Wax with 5. 23-15 Lorain. Christian Dillard against Benajan. E.J. Farmer cut off, fades away, got fouled. I think Billings got him. He wasn't going to make that either.
No.
Jameer Billings with the foul, his first, second on the team.
Interesting little set, though. They came out of a stack, made the cut to the wing. The inside player, JF, actually ran out of the picture to take help away.
Right. They're clearing it out for E.J. Farmer. His first, and that's why. It's his first point of the game. He got 33 last weekend against Ignatius in a 71-50 win.
And didn't he get 30 here last year?
He got 30 here last year as a Lutheran West, or Lutheran East, rather. 1 of 2 for him. Jackson with the rebound, 23-16 as Lorain comes ahead. 6:50 to go. Whitehead down the lane, knifes in, up glass and good. Little Wax with 7. Lead is back to 9. It's been a big run. 3 ball. That's good by Greg Pitts. 25-19. And that was just a cross screen on the baseline. Jackson down the lane, lays it up.
Nice.
Devontae Jackson with 4. 27-19. Down the lane, Dillard against Benajan. And they're going to say it was off Benajan. I'm not sure if that was clean. I don't know that it wasn't off Dillard. 27-19. Another 3 ball, back-to-back 3 balls by Pitts off the bench have given Cleveland Heights a spark and cut the lead to 5.
Yeah, Pitts a senior.
Came off at the quarter. Whitehead with the ball against Smith Johnson. They've gotten 11 points off their bench. Billings fakes the 3, gets it back to Wilson.
God, can't stand, Jay.
Back to Billings in the corner. He likes that and passes it up. Benajan down the lane. Wilson into the lane. Pull up 17. Good.
Yeah.
Wilson with 9.
Penetrating pitch.
5:20 to go. It's 29-22 Lorain. Aiden Brown set to come back for the Titans. Gavin Clark for the Tigers at the next whistle. Air ball that time from Pitts.
Heat check.
Yeah, and it got cold in a hurry. Wilson will throw 3. That one's long. Jackson went and got a hand enough to get it to Billings. Benajan will throw 3. That's the kind you like, is the kick out. Loose ball again, batted around, and Farmer makes a basketball play there, and then Whitehead knocks it away.
Quick hands by Whitehead.
Quick hands also by E.J. Farmer, who's going to get a rest. Mass substitutions for Heights. 3, Christian Dillard.
Jay, I don't have any stat for it, but when they have to go through the heart of our defense, they've been less likely to score thus far than when they're in transition.
Well, they've hit 3 threes in the half court, but you're right. The longer they have it, the better off we are. There was Gadget in the passing lanes. Dillard up top against Wilson.
They are doing the standing right now. Very easy to defend this.
They're looking to play matchup basketball. There's a 3 ball long, but you got to box out.
Oh, that young man,
Clark up and
really got up there.
Whitehead got him.
He really
really
got up there for that rebound.
That's been the issue right there, is jumping rather than getting bodies on people. And you've noticed that we don't have the greatest size in the world. Gavin Clark with 9 now.
Well, I'm anxious to watch Aiden Brown play. I mean, he is 6'5" in the past, and I haven't seen him much this year other than in a scrimmage and against Bedford. In the past, last year, I thought he did a lot of good things.
10 points, Gavin Clark, the first one in double figures. Aaron Whitehead walks it up against Christian Dillard. This is Jameer Billings.
Look at that triangle.
A little bit of a triangle. Look, they want to get the ball to the nail here, right in the middle of the foul line. I would think they want to go to Wilson right there.
I'm glad they're running this with a screen, Jay, as opposed to how it was executed in the past.
Wilson.
Oh.
Knocked away from Wilson. Yeah, the problem with that offense is right there. When it goes to the middle, you've got guys used to standing. And they got caught standing. Lorain got caught standing that time. Almost. Aaron Whitehead
very close.
Got the feet down before he caught the ball.
Very close.
Benejan.
Little staggered screen here. Nope.
Down the lane. Deontay up, in, and fouled.
Wow. Deontay Benejan.
31, Greg Pitts has 2 now, the first player on the floor with 2. 31-24, Lorain. It's the little known and enforced string rule there.
Boy, both Benejan and Whitehead have done a good job of breaking the defense down off the dribble.
8 for Benejan, 9 for Wilson, 7 for Whitehead. 32-24, Lorain. Clark against Wilson now. Dillard. Dillard down the lane. 3-ball, back rim, rebound fought for on the floor. Nobody's down there. Now they both get down there. It's a jump ball. It'll go to Cleveland Heights. Lorain got the one at the quarter. And with 3:06 to go, the Titans get the arrow back. Devontae Jackson for Lorain, E.J. Farmer for Cleveland Heights. E.J. Farmer was a first-team All-Ohio last year, Bob, at Lutheran East.
Yes. That was D4?
D3, I believe.
And what does he have thus far tonight?
He has a foul shot. Knocked away, out of bounds. This will be Dillard to inbound. Gavin Clark against Whitehead. Clark has 10 to lead Heights. Farmer against Jackson. Jackson gets the feet square. Dillard in the corner. Clark. Gavin Clark with 13. He was a leading scorer at Euclid last year, I believe. Benejan runner. Glass no. Rebound Heights. 32-27. Kick out. Dillard. Around no. Tipped out. Benejan tosses it ahead to Jackson. Jackson's pretty fearless, but he got wiped out.
That's got to be a foul. I'm sorry. That's got to be a foul, Jay.
Jamarian Lanham just got a ball in a lot of
body.
I
mean, come on now.
That's one of those fouls that you get away with in the NBA, but in real life is supposed to be protect the shooter till he's on the ground. Whitehead out. Billings back. Outside to Devontae Jackson. One-on-one, 18-footer. He leaned into that. He was off balance. Back comes Clark. Cleveland Heights on a bit of a run here. Clark down the lane, took the contact. Devontae Jackson got it, and somebody had his head.
Yeah, he'll be fouled from behind. That'll put...
they should walk down to the other end.
Lorain High at the line. That's foul 7.
Harden with the foul, his second. Pitts comes back quickly for Dillard.
Jay, what did you say about Clark and Euclid?
I think he was their leading scorer last year at Euclid.
At Euclid.
I believe so. Devontae Jackson at the line, 1-and-1. It's 32-27. Jackson misses the first, and Heights away with the rebound. Titans in a little bit of a drought here. This is when you need your defense to respond. This is Pitts. Pitts against Brown. Lanham. Gavin Clark.
Yeah.
Left hand up, no. Off Wilson and out of bounds. I'll tell you, war on the boards tonight, Bob. There are not many cheap rebounds out there. On the baseline, Clark to trigger. Lanham against.
They've got a couple of players that I think really attack and break down the.
He's got that, but he missed it. This one, Jackson gets it off a tip with 1:28 to go. He's going to walk it across. Coach Rossitano tells him what he wants. It's that little triangle look again. Wilson. This gives him a little bit of a break. And Seth especially.
I like it now because they're setting a screen in the middle and the flat pass isn't as bad.
It got crammed there, though. A little bit too. The spacing is key here, especially because you want to go to the nail. Jackson takes it in. Up and foul.
Well, when you take your other two, 4 and 5, Jay, and bring them up off, like almost foul line extended, it really takes away help for a dribble drive situation that we just saw.
Yep. Devontae Jackson with 6, looking for 7. Substitute Smith Johnson in, replacing Lanham. 101. Good adjustment there by Coach Rossitano.
Yeah, that was
sensing that
well
we
done.
needed something offensively. Went to a little bit different look the last couple possessions. Jackson again short on the foul shot. Seth Wilson, Deontay Benajan, 3-ball.
Oh, yeah. 54 seconds.
Deontay, and the lead goes out to the biggest it's been, 10. Titans were sitting at a 5-point lead for a long time, trouble scoring, and just like that, a 5-point possession. 3-ball long. Seth Wilson rebound, 40 seconds to go. We'll see if he wants one.
No foul?
There's something for everybody.
I might try to hold it here. I mean,
Whitehead in for Brown. I think they will. 35.7. 37-27.
I mean, we are in the bonus, so I mean, I think I try to hold it, but you've really got to make strong cuts.
Well, you've got to watch the half-court stripe for one thing, and then I think you play the gray line here as the half-court line. 20 seconds to go. Devontae Jackson penetrates, and they're not going to let Wilson get the ball is the goal. Harden's face guarding him. Devontae down the lane.
No.
Tried to make a blind pass there, and with 8 seconds to go, Heights.
Ouch.
Nice catch.
Ouch. 3 seconds.
Harden with his first one. Whistling, that goes out of bounds to Heights with 1.1. Big turnaround possible here. You had the ball in a 10-point lead now. Ooh, this is an NBA-like timeout, huh?
Yeah, but you don't get to, yeah.
It's his first timeout with 1.1 seconds. Now, with the size he has, they're going to try and set some sort of a lob up at the rim, I would think.
Well, 1.1, Jay, gives you pretty much time to do anything you want as far as catch and shoot.
Well, provided you can get open to catch.
My guess.
See, my guess is going to be that they're going to set some sort of back screen for E.J. Farmer and try to get him going to the rim.
See, I don't know if you have time for that.
I mean, off a lob from the out of bounds.
Oh, off a lob, okay.
Yeah. Farmer sets up on the opposite block. 31 Pitts will inbound with 1.1. Farmer's the one moving. They got it out for a 3 in front of the rim, and we've played 2 quarters at Lorain. Titans 37-29 for Cleveland Heights. Back with more after this timeout.
Hey Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim or e-claim for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits. Online VA claims made simple.
I started mentoring my mentee, Dantre, 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea.
We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place.
Mentoring is important to anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge.
Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
Back here at Lorain High, set for the second half of a good one in LEL basketball. 37-29, Lorain on top of the Cleveland Heights Tigers. Lorain putting their 8-1 record on the line against the 8-3 Cleveland Heights Tigers, but deceptive there in that Heights has played the better competition to this point.
To this point. They were in the out-of-town tournament against some of the real big boys. They lost two. The only local game they've lost was to Shaker, if I'm not mistaken.
Who is undefeated
yes.
at this point. And they will be joining the LEL next season.
Yeah. Yes.
Titans and Heights both 2-0 in the league at this point. For Lorain, who'll start with the ball, 3, Devontae Jackson, 20, Jameer Billings, 0. Aaron Whitehead, 5, Deontay Benajan, and 24, Seth Wilson. Benajan led the Titans with 11. Wilson, 9, 7 for Whitehead, and 6 for Jackson in the first half. This is Seth Wilson. Number 1, Gavin Clark guarding Benajan, has 13 to lead everybody. Whitehead. Titans done a great job thus far on number 4, E.J. Farmer, who had 33 last week. Wilson up, no. Rebound off to Heights. Held Farmer to 1 in the first half. But Clark more than made up. Here he goes again.
Oh, come on. You can't give up baseline drive like that.
Wilson, nice catch and had to pull it out. Measures it, takes it back, slices in, up with the left, no in traffic. Rebound off Whitehead and out of bounds. It's gotten to the basket and had 2 tough looks.
From a coaching standpoint, if Seth did that, I have no problem with that.
Because good aggressive play.
I mean, he's strong enough to get it to the rim and power through the defense. I have no problem with that.
37-31. Knocked away by Benajan and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers right in front of their bench. Clark now with 15 after that layup. He's kept them in it.
Yeah, in the half court, what Cleveland Heights has to do, they have to get more movement. They stand too much. They've got a bunch of nice little wrinkles, ball screens and so forth, back screens.
There was a back screen and a down screen and a curl cut. No. Long rebound, got it back though. That's Hill. Hill up with the left and in. Wow, Manny Hill,
nice.
first basket of the game, and I think this is his first action in the game. Maybe there was a discipline move there. He didn't play in the first half, but he certainly looks more than capable. Billings to Whitehead. On the ground, Titans turn it over again, knocked away. This is Hill yet again. 37-33, 35
man.
for 36.
Wow.
Manny Hill.
Jay, what happened to our 8-point lead? In fact, we had a 10-point lead just prior to that first final 8 seconds of the second quarter.
Devontae Jackson's going to get the foul. 37-35. Heights on an 8-0 run going back to the first half. Manny Hill, as I said, didn't play in the first half. He's got 5 points in a minute and a half here in the second half. 37-36 for all intents and purposes. It's a new game. 6:15 to go in the third quarter. This is Wilson, Benejan. Jackson for three, around and no. Billings has it come out to the corner. Back to Benejan.
Nothing there.
Stubborn.
Nothing there.
Too stubborn. Euro step up and in. They lead. Harden with 4. Benejan, 1-on-3, pull up. Got to hit that. Timeout. Lorain.
Wow.
Benejan has 13, and I think this is going to be, let's not forget how we got here speech for Coach Johnson.
Yeah, it has to be that, and it has to be, you know, we've got to do a better job of containing the ball on the perimeter, and if you've got to take a step back to get a better, you know, cutoff angle, do so. And then down at the other end, you know, when we do miss, you really got to get back on defense. Cleveland Heights, they look to push the basketball, and we're seeing that, you know, at the onset of this third quarter. And then, Jay, you can't, you know, make them play defense. You can't attack them one against 5 as Benejan did from the very top.
Right.
You've got to reverse the basketball, get them moving defensively, attack closeouts.
39-38, Lorain. Heights opens the quarter on a 7-0 run.
Yeah.
And then Lorain.
That was a big basket.
Or 8-0 run, wasn't it?
Yeah, that Benejan hit.
Very big. And it was 1-on-3 then.
Yeah.
This is Manny Hill, who's been the spark since the half with 5 points. E.J. Farmer, 1-on-none, hammers it.
Yeah, they really attack. They've got 5 players who can beat you off the dribble and finish.
As we said, you know, E.J. Farmer, it's going to be a matter of how he plays this second half, as he had 33 last Friday, 1 in the first half, with authority there.
That was an impressive dunk.
Into Benejan. He'll peel off. Now the Titans will play half court down 1. Jackson. There's the curl. Don't get stubborn. Straight line drive blocked.
Blocked, wow. Seth.
Back out to Farmer. And then Clark.
See, that's where they're good.
No, knocked out, but forced up and in by Davis. And Heights up 3. All the way back. Whitehead, and there's nowhere to go here, but he gets it up off the glass in.
Scoop shot.
Holy, that was big.
The scoop.
The 2 baskets we've made have been at a distinct numerical disadvantage, Bob.
That shot has made a comeback. Smaller guards are using that against bigger players with great success.
Penetration there draws a foul.
Yeah, they've got 5 players on the floor that can beat you off the dribble. There's no doubt about
with the foul. It's going to be on the baseline on the penetration. 42-41 Heights. Now we've got Aiden Brown coming in, trying to get his sub in.
Okay.
Benejan out, Brown in.
John, relax.
As all of a sudden, Jalen Davis has asserted his size inside with a couple of blocks and a stick back. Gavin Clark. Billings had it and lost it. Another loose ball, and this is E.J. Farmer, who got fouled. No call. Billings got it out to Whitehead. He's got Jackson.
See,
Aiden Brown up in.
We got lucky there.
Yeah, that was a bad play.
Yeah.
That's a play that you can make against John Hay that you can't make against.
Or if you're throwing it up to 6'8". We got lucky.
Davis front rims it. Got lucky again with the rebound. Wilson on a deflection. 43-42 Titans ball on a 1-point lead. Wilson fakes the step back, goes back to Whitehead. The Titans need to get back to some movement.
Yeah, too much standing.
Ball screen, pick and roll. Brown, Billings. Good.
Inside out.
Jameer Billings. Had an old coach tell me that stuff always goes in for some reason when you go inside out. That and fourth shots always go in. This is Clark. Hill. Fade away over Jackson. No. Seth Wilson, another rebound. Devontae Jackson. Pull up 17-footer. No. Wilson got his hand on the rebound, and Clark comes away with it. Seth's legs are a little bit lost right now. 3-ball. No. Back rim contested. Clark, whistle. It's going to be a jump ball.
Wow. Got bailed out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Titans are jumping with one hand, and Cleveland Heights is jumping with two right now.
Rebounding's becoming a problem here in this third quarter.
Devontae Jackson go, and here's the other thing that's a problem is we've played 6, and they've played 9. We're winded, I think. Outside, Farmer with Billings on him, uses the ball screen. Billings gets over it. Farmer down the lane. Glass.
Really good off the dribble.
5 for EJ.
Wow.
And 46-44 Lorain. 2.5 to go in a wild third quarter. Titans are on a 9-point quarter right now. Pick from Aiden Brown. Whitehead gets it to the corner. Nowhere to go. Back outside. This is Benejan against Farmer.
Oh, nice look.
Aiden Brown.
Nice find, yeah.
Deontay Benejan with the assist, and it's a 4-point lead. This is like the last 2 minutes of the game. Farmer behind the back, up, no. Tip up, no. Chases it down in the corner. Again, with the one-hand tip for Lorain. Clark, no. Benejan with the board. Gets it out to Wilson. 1-on-4.
Don't force anything here.
Billings. One dribble 3, no. Wilson goes crashing in off of him and out of bounds.
We got lucky there.
Well, we did and we didn't.
Well, that was a foul on Wilson.
I don't know that we needed that 3.
No, I know. We did not need that 3, Jay.
Devontae Jackson for Aaron Whitehead. Right now, the adrenaline is such that nobody wants to come out, but these guys need the quick blow. Jackson just got a minute rest. 1:38 to go as Heights brings it across. Dillard using the ball screen. Back up top now to Clark. Clark down the lane, back inside, slicing to the rim and in for Smith Johnson with 7 now.
Very well done offense right there.
You can see the NBA kinds of touches in their offense.
Yes, you can.
A lot of two-man game and isolation stuff. And they have the players for it. Titans seem to keeping it over there now.
Don't
no
force
place
anything.
To go. We got to kind of lose the spin dribble.
Yeah, we do.
Bob.
And we've got to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other.
Devontae Jackson down the lane. Aiden Brown got tripped
foul
on the way up. Smith Johnson with the foul, I believe.
Is that on a shot or on the floor?
I think it was on the catch. No, you're going to give him the 2 shots. So Aiden Brown will go to the line with 6, 4 in the quarter. 57.9. Titans by 2. They led by 8 at the half. First one around to no. Whitehead back after a 48-second blow for Seth Wilson, who should get the rest of the quarter off. Second one.
Yes.
Used it all and bought it. 7 for Brown, 3-point lead, 55 seconds to go. Christian Dillard will walk it ahead. Benejan waits for him at the volleyball line. They run a screen for Gavin Clark, who throws up a 17-footer. No, they're just playing volleyball, though. Davin Smith Johnson with 9, and it's a 1-point game.
Yeah, he's a good 6'6", Jay. He is. He's an inch taller than Aiden.
Benajan bailed out on the way up there.
Yeah,
Pitts is going to get the foul, his third.
26 seconds left.
These are big free throws. Titans up 1, 26.3 to go, third quarter, 49-48. Deontay Benajan at the line. He's got 13, 11 in the first half. Jaco Lee at the line for a defensive substitution. I would guess he'll spell Benajan if he makes the second. That one up,
Get in
and out, no. Titans missed 2 of their last 3 now. Lee in for Billings.
I don't mind Jaco Lee in a defensive situation.
I thought they might just sub for the shooter to get the setup. Second one up and in. Benajan with 14.
In fact, I think he's the best on-the-ball defender on the squad.
18 seconds to go as the ball comes across, and Dillard gets it off to Clark.
Down to 10.
Clark
Good crossover.
all the way in, reverse layup up and in. That's how he started the quarter.
Yeah. 3 seconds.
17. Whitehead running three-pointer.
Oh.
No. We're tied at 50.
Wow.
Titans gave up 21 that quarter.
Ouch.
Back with fourth quarter action after this timeout.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
Back here at Lorain High, it doesn't get much tighter than 50-50, and that's where we are going into the fourth quarter. Jay Ferguson here along with Bob Braskich and Joe Bach. It'll be the Titans' ball. Devontae Jackson will inbound it. Jameer Billings, Aaron Whitehead, Seth Wilson, and Deontay Benajan for the Titans.
Okay.
This looks like some sort of is it a zone?
No.
Okay, no, they're matched up. We're just standing. Benajan, Whitehead. There's a back screen. Whitehead, penetrate, kick to the corner. Jackson, 3-ball.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Devontae Jackson with 9.
Wow.
Mr. Big Shot. The moment's not too big for Devontae Jackson. There's scrum in there in the post with him and Lanham now. The official stepped up and said something. This is Lanham and Jackson.
They have a lot in their offense.
Yep, Billings just got out-heighted for it. And on the run, no. Whitehead with a rebound. That was Lanham with 3-point lead in the ball now for Lorain. Whitehead down the lane, no. Went backhand there, trying to protect the ball. Fadeaway 3, no. Devontae.
Oh, stolen at midcourt.
Tried to get it out to Benajan on a run out, and then he takes it away.
There we go.
On back pressure, and he's going to get that run out. In and foul. Deontay Benajan.
Greg Pitts committing the foul.
His fourth. 16 looking for 17 now for Deontay.
Big play.
Devontae Jackson went full football quarterback on that last rebound, trying to throw the long one. Didn't see the free safety, but then Benajan came back, took it away.
Jay, I wonder, just when we have this timeout, and I'm just thinking, if we change defenses a bit against them, teams like Cleveland Heights, when you change defenses from a zone to a man and back, they have a tendency to stand.
No, you're right.
I wouldn't mind seeing us play a little zone here.
Okay, now
just
spitball, and I understand. Now we've both known Coach Rossitano for a lot of years.
Yeah.
And what does he live and die on?
Half-court
man-to-man defense. And you think he's going to go into? I mean, just knowing him the way I do, that's not our style.
Okay.
And I don't know how much they've worked on a half-court zone.
Yeah. Well, I think they're fairly difficult to defend in the half-court because they've got back screens, ball screens, back cuts, cross screens, stack. Pick and roll, pick and pop. I mean, they've got a lot in there, and they get their bigger players off the baseline, which takes away help, and so they get to the rim uncontested.
Their bigger players are still skilled.
Yeah.
Now, seems to be, the substitution was made after the first horn. Somebody alertly at the scorer's table puts Mr. Manny Hill back on the sideline, and for the moment leaves Christian Dillard in the game. Benejan has one to compete the old-fashioned three-point play. He is 3 out of 4 from the line tonight. 6:39 to go. Now it's 56-50 Lorain. There's the substitution. There's a horn.
Turn around. Let's get picked up. See the ball.
Dillard will walk it up. Hill into the ball game now, replacing Pitts, who had 4 fouls. 6.5 minutes to go, and it's been a good one. E.J. Farmer and Jameer Billings. Dillard, this is Hill. Back to Farmer. Behind the back, step back 3. No. But rebounding from the back row, up fouled.
Yeah, that's been our problem, one of our problems tonight. In fact, I think the biggest problem tonight has been rebounding the basketball.
Wilson gets his second. Davon Smith-Johnson with 9 points will go to the line.
6'6" junior.
Has hit the boards very well in this half, had a step-out 3 in the first half. First one back rim and in. The basketball gods help that one out. It's 56-51. Heights looking to substitute on a make, maybe to set up pressure here, as they held the sub until the ball was in the shooter's hands.
Let's see. This is an old mentor trick, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. They're kind of doing it.
They're matched up. Whitehead will have it against Clark. Clark has 17 to lead everyone. 56-52. 6 minutes to go. Billings.
Strong cuts. Need strong cuts.
Jackson. Whitehead.
Good choice.
Down the lane. And they're going to call travel. Oh, they called the foul on the floor. They called Gavin Clark for his second foul, and Whitehead did get pushed while he was gathering the ball. Some would say the gather is part of the shot, though.
Well, that'll be their 4th.
Right. This game may come down to who shoots 1-and-1s better. Devontae Jackson, Aaron Whitehead, 5:48 to go. Titans by 4. Billings, Jackson. Curl cut from Whitehead out to Wilson. Wilson eyes a 3. He'll take it. Good.
Oh, wow.
Wilson stared him in the eye and knocked it down. Titans by 7. 59-52. Seth's first basket of the second half. He has 12. There's the set for Farmer. They try to run him off a screen, and then Wilson stepped up to defend and then got back. And I think they were anticipating a Smith-Johnson back cut, and he didn't make it, but it was off Seth's hand. 5:16 to go. This is right where it was at the half. They'll tee up a 3 from the top. Glass, no.
Yeah.
Clark's going to go back to the line. Whitehead had to grab him.
Boards again.
Yep. 5:11 to play. Second foul on Whitehead. 4th on the team. Clark at the line for 2. He's 2 of 2 on the night. 17 points. Make it, oh, he missed one. Didn't use the legs at all that time, Bob.
I really like Clark. I really
do too.
like Farmer, man. They've got 2 nice guards. And Farmer has length.
And Farmer is a junior.
Wow. And you're saying he was first team?
Yeah.
All Ohio.
Division III.
Wow.
I think he's a big, big-time player. Billings. Aaron Whitehead lost the ball. Went out of bounds off of Clark, fortunately.
Now's the time when you really have to make the strongest cuts you've made all game long.
This is
first open man gets the basketball.
And we haven't seen this kind of pressure. Wilson again for 3.
Seth.
62-53. Wilson.
Those are two big
dogs bark late, Bob.
Oh, boy. Oh, huge.
Took it strong to the hoop the first 2 possessions of the half, and other than that, has not been a factor offensively till the last 2 possessions.
Nice
Beat
cut.
to a spot there, up and in by Smith Johnson.
Just a quick dive from the weak side.
13 for him now, 8.5. 7-point game, 62-55. They want to trap Seth. Jackson, Benajan, Whitehead. Penetrates, pitches. Billings, long. Clark with the board. Back comes Cleveland Heights. Titans in a little bit of trouble here.
I don't want to shoot them back in the game.
I think we just did. Rebound to Devontae Jackson. Nope. Good decision. Billings, 2 on 3. Whitehead. Get it out of there.
Get it out of there.
Hook pass, Benajan. 17-footer. Good.
Wow.
Deontay Benajan.
Wow.
19 now. 8 in the second half. 64-55. What a game this has been. It's been tournament basketball. Hill against Benajan. He's not very big, but he came off the bench and sparked him to begin the 3rd quarter. Farmer looking inside. Jackson had Harden fronted. 3-ball. Titans got away with one there on the foul. Back up.
Rebounds. Yeah, we're getting hurt on the glass.
Titans might have fouled a 3-point shooter there, though. 3:15 to go. 64-57. Each team with 4 team fouls. That might come into play. Wilson, step back, going to try another one. Got it!
Oh, my goodness.
Seth Wilson, 18.
3
daggers.
Threes.
9 points in his last 3 possessions. And it's 67-57. Timeout, Lorain.
Did Lorain take that timeout, Jay?
Yes.
Okay. I would kind of expect Cleveland Heights to come out with some heat now.
Well,
after the timeout.
I would think that the first thing they would be looking for volunteers to maybe try to cool off young Mr. Wilson. As Seth was quiet for about a quarter and a half.
9 points in the last minute, Jay.
Yeah, 3 straight threes, and none of them hit orange.
You know, you be prepared, and I'm sure Coach John is telling his team, I mean, to be prepared. You're going to see some full court pressure here. You're going to see some traps. Don't be afraid to use a timeout to save a possession.
Well, we've also, Titans with 3, each team with 3 timeouts left. This is where having a lot of ball handlers comes in.
Well, and that's a plus for us because we do. I mean, we've got 5 guys on the floor. And of course, I see Aiden's coming back in the game. But we've got, 4 guys on the floor who are very adept at handling the basketball. Now, you have to make good decisions. First open man, strong cuts.
Catch the ball with 2 hands, guys. Gavin Clark brings it ahead for Cleveland Heights. Titans by 10, biggest lead of the ball game.
And don't shoot him back into the game.
E.J. Farmer. Clark down the lane, bowls his way down, comes back and knocks it down. 20 for him.
Oh.
Seth Wilson.
I was expecting
to Aaron Whitehead.
I was expecting great pressure there and didn't see it.
Whitehead all the way to the hoop, got whacked. He got bailed out there. Manny Hill is going to get the foul. His first, 5th on the team. Whitehead to the line for 2 throws, 9 in the game.
Now, I know he's going to the line, Jay, but I don't know if attacking the basket in that situation was the right thing to do. I'd rather
you've got 8
spread
points
the floor.
and the clock is your allies.
Exactly. I would rather spread the floor. You know, if we're going to shoot it, it's going to be from the free throw line.
Knocks the first one down. Double figures for Aaron with 10.
Work the clock.
Second one also good. No harm, no foul, I guess. It's back to a 10-point lead. 2.5 to go. Clark wants 3. Clark's got 3. Gavin Clark has been lights out tonight. 23 points. This is Benajan and this is Wilson. Wilson double teamed. Benajan.
Oh, be careful.
Numbers advantage if they hurry. Benajan.
Strong cuts here, fellas, and first open man gets it. I don't know about that.
Fade away, no. Wilson went to get it, no. Back comes Cleveland Heights. Didn't need
know
that
about
one.
that.
And then we'll let him walk to the hoop.
Yep.
25. And it's a 5-point game. Slow down.
Don't know about that.
Whitehead all the way in. Got bailed himself out. 7-point game. 71-64, the minute 40. Clark again. He's got another one. Gavin Clark has given us 27.
Down to 5, Jay.
A minute and a half. Billings, Whitehead.
Now, come on. Use the clock here.
Or
maybe not. Maybe not.
Timeout, Lorain.
Well,
Aiden Brown off a nice feed.
Yeah, Cleveland Heights has had some major defensive breakdowns in this last 2 minutes.
125 left. 73-66. Bob, this is the kind of game where you would expect back and forth. But with a little strategy down the stretch, but both teams have just kept going.
Yeah, just kept going. I know, just kept going at it. You know, and I'm thinking, you know, the prudent thing to do is to hold the basketball a little bit, run an offense, get into the bonus, make some free throws, and go home. But
it's a minute 25. You got to start thinking about possessions. Cleveland Heights has 5 team fouls, so they have to whack once to put us on the line.
Twice.
Well, the second one puts us on. Right. Wilson, Benajan, Billings.
Jay, on the other hand, we've let them score easily, too.
Yes. 27 points for Gavin Clark. On the other hand, All-Ohio E.J. Farmer has been held to 5. Clark feeling it, going to throw another 3. Rim, no. Aiden Brown with the big board.
Easy outlet.
Seth Wilson, let the dust settle, get it off to Whitehead. Whitehead down the lane. Let's see if he challenges. Up with the left and scores. Whitehead with 15. It's a 9-point lead.
Chad just put his hand to his forehead and shook his head.
E.J. Farmer spins with the dribble, has trouble, and that's going to be a foul on Whitehead. No harm done, though. If it was a tie-up or a foul, it was going to be a Cleveland Heights foul. 0 gets the foul. 52.8, Titans by 9. Certainly the clock is your ally. We have played like the ball is on fire.
Yes. With success.
Manny Hill off a double screen, shoots an air ball. Farmer fouls Benajan. Farmer's second foul. We'll walk to the, no, we won't walk to the other end.
6-6.
75-66. Now it's a 1-and-1 for Lorain. Aiden will come 1-4, the 4 across.
No, I don't want
Whitehead.
the long pass here.
No, but you just got to.
Want a middleman, though.
There he is. Billings across. That's the guy you'd whack if you were at practice. Whitehead brings it out. He got grabbed by Clark.
That's who I wanted to foul on.
Well, that's what I mean. They had a shot at Billings, who hadn't been there. That would have been the guy that I wanted at the foul line if I were Cleveland Heights. Instead, Aaron Whitehead will go back. He's 2-2. This is a 1-and-1. 37.5 seconds to go. 1 point. The first one makes it a 4-possession game, Bob. That's how you think of it now. Clark comes into the lane. Senior 5'9" senior Aaron Whitehead. And I said 5'9" because I like him.
I like him as a player. I really do.
Hit the first, gets the bonus. 76-66. Devontae Jackson will come back on a make. Second one, good. Whitehead big down the stretch with 10 points in the second half. Benejan to the bench. Gets a big hug from Coach Rossitano. They called him out this week a little bit, and he responded very well. Back comes Hill. Clark,
too easy.
Good.
Too easy.
Billings.
Oh, no.
Farmer. That's how you let him back in, unless EJ wants to shoot layups for the rest of the
20 seconds.
77-70. Wilson waiting to get hit. Seth will walk the other end. He'll take the blow and go down. Now, as I told you earlier, in his first 3 games, this is where he looked most uncomfortable, was at the foul line. And I just think it was because maybe his wind isn't where it's at, and this is where he's been getting a blow a little bit.
Well, he has 18 tonight, Jay.
Including 3 huge
threes
in 3 possessions from a 1-point game to a 10-point game. Missed the first.
13 seconds.
As he has Clark. Clark will take a fadeaway 2, interesting. Farmer hooks it up to an air ball, back up, no. Tipped around,
2.
Whitehead's got it. This one belongs to Lorain. Titans are going to come out of here, 77-70. Wow, Bob.
Fun game, Jay.
Titans go to 9-1.
Wow, undersized at just about every spot on the floor against a very talented and well-organized Cleveland Heights team. I thought, the game we did earlier with Bedford, I thought we played well. I thought we played extremely well here tonight. I mean, it wasn't the situational basketball I would like to see from time to time, but it worked.
Well, your Titans with a one-man bench, Bob. Let's not lose sight of the fact that aside from Jake O'Lee for maybe a minute, the Titans played 6 players.
Yeah, are you counting Aiden in that?
Aiden is the 6th.
Okay, I got you.
He was the bench scoring for Lorain, as Aiden Brown with 9 points off the bench.
And I thought Aiden played well, Jay.
Yeah, and I thought that they all played pretty well.
I did too.
Devontae Jackson does what Devontae Jackson does. Jameer Billings did what Jameer Billings does. Aiden Brown did some Aiden Brown things. And Seth Wilson, when you needed him, he was the big dog, and he stepped up.
He sure was. Those 3 threes, Jay, late in the midway through, toward the end of the fourth quarter, on 3 consecutive possessions, really was the difference. Were the difference.
Gavin Clark steps up for Cleveland Heights. I almost said Euclid. Cleveland Heights with 29 points.
They have a nice ball club. I can see why they beat St. Ignatius by 20.
Well, if you want to,
barely lost a shaker.
If you're planning on winning the league, you got to hold serve at home.
This was a big game, Jay.
That was huge because you were the home team.
Yeah.
You had to hold serve.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Titans did that.
This is your biggest challenger in the league.
The Titans did that on a 27-point fourth quarter.
That's a lot.
And it was keyed by a 9-point minute from Seth Wilson. His 3 possessions in a row. He came down, looked them in the eye, jabbed and shot 3-pointers, and they all hit nothing but the bottom. Nice. And from then, Aaron Whitehead closed it out with some good foul shooting. Deontay Benejan had just a good overall game. When we're a much better team when Deontay Benejan hits the glass.
Yeah.
And he did that tonight. Now, we got out-rebounded, but we didn't get
destroyed on the boards.
Right.
But, yeah,
Right, and that was just size. So it doesn't get any easier for Lorain.
No. Big weekend in Euclid, Jay.
Sunday they travel to Euclid to play Akron St. Vincent St. Mary's.
How about the backstory to that one?
Seth Wilson's team a year ago. The only team to beat Lorain in the regular season last year. And They gave Cincinnati Moeller their first loss in 2.5 years.
They had Moeller had won 56 straight until St. Vincent St. Mary, and that was down there.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens then, and then it doesn't get any easier for that. After that, as you've got Garfield Heights,
Cleveland Central Catholic,
Garfield Heights, Lakewood St. Ed's, Cleveland Central Catholic.
Wow.
So
rough week.
Garfield Heights now a conference game.
Jay, I mean, just look at that. Cleveland Heights, St. V's, Garfield, which is, they're usually good. Cleveland Central Catholic can be very good. And St. Ed's, I mean, wow.
Legitimate.
That is a schedule.
Heavyweight schedule. But let's just, for a second, take a deep breath. The Titans behind. 19 from Benejan, 18 from Wilson, 17 from Whitehead. 77-70 over the Cleveland Heights Tigers. They now have sole possession of first place in the LEL at 3-0. For producer, director, cameraman, and all-around good egg, Joe Bach, for my buddy Bob Braskets, this is Jay Ferguson reminding you all it is a great time to be a Titan.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.